Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see about the perspective. So what is meant by perspective? Perspective is nothing but it's a kind of a view. You can limit the columns usage or columns viewing. Like viewing means, let's say currently I have an entire tabular model. I have all the tables, I have all different measures which I have created. Let's assume you want to give access to this tabular model, or based on this you can, so let's take this tabular model as all the data regarding the sales. It might have regarding the account pay, account receiver items. It might have transactions, inventory. It might have all the data regarding the GL. You might have many tables here. If you want to group them into different groups, like different views, it's a kind of a view in a database perspective. So it's a if you want to group them accordingly, let's take I'll say the example that will be good. So let's take, I have a table, I have created a tabular model with sales data. Then I have created the inventory data. Then I have created some GL data, APAR data. Okay, these are the four tables I have. Apart from that, I got a date dimension, product dimension, so on. Now whenever the user access, you will be seeing all the names. Like you will be confused which one to use. You might be knowing, it might not be knowing the data, or you might not be knowing, okay, you might be taking, okay, you might be pulling some data from the inventory which you should not supposed to do, or he don't know which way to pull, so he is pulling the data from the inventory. Actually his intention was to pull the data from the sales. For that purpose, what you are going to do, you are going to create a perspective on sales, and in the sales you are going to select only the sales tables and the dimension tables with the date, product, etc, etc. Then you will create one more perspective for the inventory, and the inventory will have the inventory table, and whatever dimensions are related to it, you can have the dimension, or whatever tables are related to the inventory, you can have the tables here. You can have the same with the GL data. Okay, now when the user selects, you can ask him to see only this perspective. So what are the values you can see on this perspective, you can access that. We are going to see now one example. I have the sales data here. I have the internet sales, product, sales territory, category, and all the tables. Now what I would like to do is that I'll create a perspective here. Click on the perspective. I'll get the, this is the existing perspective which I have. Now I'll select new perspective, and I'll name the perspective as sales. Like only the, I can say it as sales amount. I can create a perspective for only amount. Amount means I'll have the date column. I'll be selecting all the date tables. Okay, done. Customer I will be selecting, product, category, subcategory, all I will be selecting. But in the internet sales, I'll only select the amount fields, not the quantity or other stuff. Amount field like cost, sales amount, like product, total product cost. Okay, so only I'll be selecting the amount columns. Discount person, this is a person, so unit price is the amount, tax amount is the amount. Yep, these are the other dimensions. I'll not be selecting any dimension. If I want, I can select the measures. Like these are the measures, so these all are calculated on the price, right? So I'll be taking it, these measures are calculated on the amount, so I'll be selecting that measures. Done. Okay, this is for the, if I go up, this is for the sales amount perspective. I'm good. I'll click OK. Now the sales amount perspective will be added. It will take some time. It's a kind of view. It will not store the data. That sales amount perspective, it will not store the data. It will only create an view, like it will create a virtual view. That's it. At the backend, the data is stored in the tabular model, but it's only a view kind of stuff. Now if I select, I can see the sales amount. Okay, now I can create one more perspective for the quantity. What I can say, new perspective, I can name it as quantity or sales quantity. That's it. And whatever the columns I want, I can select it. I can minimize this all. I'll select the date as it is. I'll select all the whatever columns I want, whatever the tables I want, I'll select. By default, I'll select all the dimension related tables, and the fact table, I'll select it here now. I'll select only the quantities write order date, somewhere you have the order quantity. That's it. If you want to have that, just this is only example, but you can modify accordingly. Whatever way you want, you can modify it. I'll select the other column, count of the sales order number, ship date key, ship date, sales strategy, sales order number, sales order line number. Okay. Now automatically the sales quantity perspective is created. When we try to access from the cube, it will ask me like, I'll show you that app perspective accessing. Now I'll add the table here. Done. What are the perspective I can select it. When I select the quantity perspective, now you can see on the internet sales, I'll get only the columns related to quantity, and that's it. Now if I say quantity, I'll be seeing only those. Okay. So accordingly you can create a perspective, and based on that, you can ask the users to browse only that perspective, not the all. I'll deploy the queue and I'll pass video. Yeah, I've deployed my code. Now we'll try to see like how the perspective looks like in Excel. I'll go to the data from other sources, analysis services. Now when I select it here, I'll select the tabular model. And if I select the tabular model, now you can see the perspective here. Sales quantity, sales amount, and this is my first part is nothing but it has all the data. If I select sales amount, I'll be seeing only data related to amount. That's it. You can select next, finish. So this is a way how you can select the perspective. Now you can see, I can see only the data related to the sales amount here. The dim customer, and if you see the measures, I have selected only the amount columns, right? I can see only that column. This is the way how you are going to select the perspectives. And if user wants, he'll be only accessing this instead of accessing all the stuff, he'll be only accessing the stuff which he is related to. Okay, you'll not worry about the other stuff. So just practice it, and it's not that complex. It's pretty straightforward, right? So we are good with this video, and we'll be covering other topics in other videos. Thank you very much. Bye.